what's going on, Mecha Army? Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. It's Wednesday. It's a day to celebrate, you guys. But we'll get into that here in just a few minutes. But first, if you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we work with on a nightly basis, man, hit up the Amazon link below in the description. I do get a bit of a commission based on the stuff that you buy, but it does not increase the cost for you. It just goes to help out the stream. A lot of cool stuff in there. Like I said, tools and materials, books for inspiration, gear for photography and for streaming, and the new category is storage solutions. A lot of cool stuff in there. I've added a few things in there, so go check that out. Aside from that, we're feeling froggy tonight, you guys, and I'll again explain that here in a few minutes. But if you want to get one of the frog insignia shirts, man, go hit up www.childofmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You will find this shirt and the rest of the Mecha Decal insignia shirts. Go check that out. You'll also find the Ace Pilot shirts and a bunch of other shirts, hats, and prints of my work. So go load up on all that good stuff, right? And then lastly, if you're interested in really helping out and support what we do here, go hit up the Child of Mecha Patreon. A lot of cool stuff going on over there, monthly giveaways, hangouts, etc. Good exclusive posts in there, previews and things like that. So go check that out if you have the ability and inclination to do so. Aside from that, if you are interested in kits, tools, paints, Mecha Decals, that's about as good as we're going to get. Sheets 1, 2, 3 are in stock and shipping now. Sheet 4, very, very soon. Check out our good friends right down here, USA Gundam Store. Adam and the fine crew down there will definitely have what you need. All right, so let's see. Lorenz Retiro. Hi, Lorenz. Good to see you. Thank you for watching. He wants to know what's the name of the song during the Mechanism stream. I don't remember the name of it. But I got it off of Epidemic Music. Epidemic is a basically like a stock music service, you know, for content creators and things like that. And the cool thing is that you can actually download the tracks for personal use, you know, for listening and stuff like that, which is actually a really kind of cool feature. So Epidemic Music, Lorenz, go check that out. But off the top of my head, I don't remember the name of that particular track. But all the music that you hear on the live stream is from there. They've got a great selection of music and stuff like that. A ton of music that I'm sure you'll recognize from other content creators and stuff like that. So yeah, you'll end up recognizing some sort of track on there, but yeah, that's where I get my music from. Epidemic Music. Yeah. Anyway, so the main reason why... Actually, no, wait, you know what? Let's backtrack just a bit. Shall we? Let's backtrack just a bit. Monday, obviously, that, you know, if you noticed, there was no live stream. There wasn't even a, hey, stream's canceled thing, right? Mainly because I passed the fuck out, honestly. I just passed out. I was so freaking tired. I fell asleep probably at about 8, and then I woke up lying on the couch, probably at about 1:30, and I look at my watch and I'm like, oh shit, I missed the stream. So it seemed counterintuitive to post anything at that point, so I just said, you know what, screw it, I'm going to bed. So yeah, so no live stream on Monday, obviously, but we're back here and having fun. So yeah, so I was wrecked. I was so tired on Monday, and God, I slept. Other than that little bit that I woke up at about 1:30 in the morning, I went right back to bed, and I was back up at about 7. Yeah, because Amber has programming camp this week, and yeah, so I had to wake up at 7. So I slept from 8:30, about 8:30, something like that, to 7 a.m. the next day. Kind of shows you how exhausted I was, right? So yeah, just done, right? So yeah, so that was the reason for my absence on Monday, right? But anyway, let's talk about the reasons for being froggy today. Yeah? So, yesterday I lost 185 pounds of dead weight. Yeah. And if you haven't been watching here for a while, my divorce is final. Finito. Done. Dusted. Cancel Christmas. I'm a single man. Timmy is a bachelor again. Yeah. I'm happy. Very happy with that. So, couldn't have gone any smoother. The proceeding was over a Zoom call. Go figure, right? I was looking forward to actually dressing up for a change and going into court and being like, yeah. But no, we had a Zoom call. Took maybe 10 minutes. I said maybe a dozen words the entire time. And, yeah, that was it. Done. Easy. Yeah, so I'm officially a single man again. Yeah. Technically it's not done until the judge signs the papers. But for all intents and purposes, done. Bill, you're killing me, dude. He says, which one of you lovely guys will be the first to take this man on a date as a single guy? Respectfully, I don't swing that way. Not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just don't swing that way. But I appreciate the thought, Bill. Anyway. It feels good, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be past that point. And kind of on the downslope of things, right? The next big step is to sell this place, which is going to be coming soon. Told my realtor end of last week to put it on like a coming soon type of thing. So 3 weeks after that, the listing basically goes live. So just a couple more things here and there to take care of, but overall this place is basically ready to go. I have an eyelash in my eye. Get that out. There we go. Anyway, but yeah, so after that, then I have to buy a place, which will be a crapshoot, and then move in and settle and everything like that, and that's going to be fun. So yeah, everything's going good, man. Everything's going good. Gumpler Uruguay, clearly Gumpler Miami. Don't give him any thoughts. Stop it. Shh. Greg Blair says, right now is a great market to sell the house. Yes, I know. Actually, it's an awesome time to be selling a house right now. It fucking sucks to buy a house, though. Which actually, townhouses, which is what we're going to be looking for, Townhouses aren't that bad around here right now. They haven't gone up nearly as much as homes. Home prices have just exploded like stupidly, right? So I'm probably gonna walk away with a pretty decent amount of money. I mean, nothing crazy, but just decent enough for probably a down payment. Um, so I may wanna tap into one of my retirement things for to increase my down payment just a bit to lower my monthly payments. I just don't want to be cash strapped every month. I want to have some money at the end of the month for savings, for emergencies, oh shit, type of things. And then just expendable income after that too. So created my own little budget and everything like that, and I think for right now, actually, I have two retirement assets. I have a 401k, which I'm not going to touch. That is just that's been blowing up, and I don't want to touch that at all. But then I have another one through my current job, which is not a 401k. It's something different. I forget what the technical term is, but I don't know. But it's not anything near a 401k. But I've got a significant amount in there, which I could probably tap to put down on the house, and I've thought about borrowing it. It's actually not a Roth IRA, Bill. It's like a profit sharing thing. There's a special name for it, which I just cannot recall. So yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, regardless, I can take from that, and of course I'll have to pay the penalties and everything like that, which it's one of those things. It's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I'm thinking to myself, would I rather be cash strapped every month for the next 30 years, or would I rather take the hit now and rebuild that the next 20 years, and be comfortable month to month? Well, I'd rather take the hit, honestly, and be comfortable month to month. So that's kind of where we are with things right now. So with the amount that I've been approved for, I think I can find a pretty damn nice townhouse around here, and Amber will be in the school district that she wants, and we'll be in civilization again. So yeah, I think we'll be in really good shape, honestly. So looking forward to all that. Yeah. So anyway, I want to experiment with something here, you guys. And let me see here. Bill Bill says 20 years. Man, we ain't retiring until 85 with how things are going. Dude, I am plotting and scheming to be retired well before 85, dude. Fingers crossed, but we'll see, right? So anyway, all right. So let me see here. See if I can get this thing to work. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay. So, get that out of there. All right. Good. Okay, and we start this. Okay. So, you guys, this is a test of camera 3. So hopefully this works. If not, we'll eject and come back to this. So hang tight. Let's see if this works. All right, 3, 2, 1. Geronimo! Okay. So that was weird. So the camera works fine, but it's odd that the audio didn't work, right? All right, you guys should be hearing me now, but yeah. So this is basically what I see when I'm streaming, right? Hey, here's the setup, right? This is cool. This is pretty damn awesome. Like a successful camera 3. Man, if only Lucas was here, he'd be like, "Ooh, camera 3." Mr. Persistent Turtle, right? All right, so for those of you that have not ever seen the studio here real quick, let's just do a turnaround, yeah? So this is the field monitor, which I still have to turn on here. But this is what I look into to make sure that everything is in frame down here, right? So yeah, see, there you go. But I've got to flip it because the camera is flipped. There we go. And yay! There it is. Good stuff. This is pretty cool, yeah? Alright, so, and there's the camera setup. It's on that kind of boom pole shooting down, right? Desktop and everything. This is cool, you guys. I'm super impressed by this. And the funny thing is we've tried a camera 3 setup before, and it sucked. And this was, many moons ago. But this is all web-based, which is wild. Look, there's Blue Destiny. Look at him. Look at that guy. How cool is that? That's freaking awesome. Mecha Decal, sheet 4. Buy them. Here's all the parts that we still have to mask. So, and then, let's see. This is the old paint rack. Whoa, almost dropped it. This is the old paint rack that I made, which Tamiya, the Tamiya paints would usually live there now, but they're all packed away. And this shelf right here is usually where my plastic strip and miscellaneous supplies and stuff would usually live, but again, they're packed away. And then we rotate around. Here's the rack for some backlog and stuff. But again, they're packed away. Let's see. Moving around here. Ooh, look at this. There's the spray booth. Big Bertha, right? And all the stickers and everything on there. All the stuff down there. This is usually packed down here because most of the shit is packed away already. But so we got some lights up here. We got, we got the spray booth and all that. And let's get up and walk around, because this is kind of cool, right? I don't know if the mic is going to continue to pick me up or not, but I'll try to speak loudly. So here's the here's the workbench, all that good stuff. And if we turn around here, that's the photography, kind of like my light box and everything. So there's that. And spin around here. There's my pegboard where the option parts used to live. But again, those are all packed up. Here's some shelves that I built. That was all for backlog and stuff too. There's the katana that Z bought me. Team Ronin, what up? And then, you turn around here and hey, this is where I usually sit. And this is where the show happens. This is cool. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty damn cool. I dig this camera 3 option here. And then just for Lucas, there's underneath the desk. So Lucas, if you ever watch this, this is what it looks like underneath the desk. A true camera 3. So yeah, so you guys, this is the studio. Yeah? This is the studio. Look at all these stickers from people that have sent me stuff over the years, Really cool. And the funny thing is, like, I have a stack of stickers that I still need to place on here, and then on the little bench, and then on the light box over there. I literally have a stack of them that I just have not gotten around to put on here yet. But yeah, good times, people. Good times indeed. So, and then what we're going to do next, see that door right there? That door right there, that's just a storage closet. There's nothing really going on in there. It's actually pretty much empty now. But that door right there, that leads into the real life. So let's go take a look. Now, you're not probably going to be able to hear me out there. I'll try, but I'll have to yell because the mic is right there, right? So we're going to go out here and kind of see what's out there. So let's go. Oh, here we go, you guys. There's the rack. It's all packed up. Here's all my camera gear for work. we're back in here. I'm not gonna lie, this is a fucking cool technology. This is wild. Ugh. Whoa. Fucking Inception. Hey now. Alright, so, with that being said, let's switch back over. How wild is that? That's fucking cool, you guys. We have a brand new... We have a brand new tool that we can use. I'm pretty damn stoked by this. I'm pretty damn stoked. This is, that's fun. That is fun. Whew, man. Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. It's pretty fucking cool. Pab says the illusions have been destroyed. Yeah, well, hey, what are you gonna do? This is real life, dude. Oh, man. Good stuff. Anyway. Let's rewind the chat here and catch up on things. Let's see. Thunderstorm Rex is with us over there on YouTube. What's going on, Rex? Good to see you. Kelvin Branham says, talk to a finance investment person, a good one, before you cash out. There may be better solutions for you. So basically I actually have. The 401k that I have is from a company that I used to work for. So I can't borrow from it, unfortunately. It's just not possible. But I can, I can withdraw from it, but I don't want to do that because that's where most of the retirement money is. But from this other little, much smaller account, it's about a quarter of the size of my 401k. Like I said, it's not like a 401k. It's almost like a weird savings account, but it's not. So yeah, that right there, that's probably going to be my best option. So because it doesn't grow like a 401k, right? It doesn't have nearly as much growth potential. So that's why I don't want to touch the 401k, because the 401k is like my baby. The other account, this much smaller account, that only grows with company contribution, and it's not every year that they contribute, only when the company's profitable. And last year, obviously, didn't happen. This year, probably not going to happen. So I'm way more comfortable with tapping into that than my 401k that has grown by 25% this year. So yeah, the smaller one I'm totally good with. And I'm not talking about, taking out 60 grand or anything like that. I'm more looking at, maybe, I don't know, maybe 15, 20, something like that, just to bump up what I can put as a down payment to get to 20% vested. So that would definitely make things a lot more comfortable per month. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. We'll see. It's still up in the air, but I appreciate the thought. Kenneth says, last room tour before totally move out. Yeah, I don't think so. We can do that again. I mean, shit, we can boot that thing up anytime we want now, So, yeah. Let's see. Sam L, need to get a head mount for camera 3, right? Camera 3 tour. Jose Munoz. What's going on, Jose? He's with us over there on YouTube. Great space. Thank you. Guy Daigogi. What up, Guy? Tim, don't submit this to J2 since he's He'll flip out at your cable management, right? This is all right now. This was all just cobbled together. Um, so yeah, it's a mess. When I get into the new place, I think I'm going to have a much cleaner setup, or at least I want to have a much cleaner setup, right? So we'll see. Brandon says, "Is everything finalized? Tim's a free man once again." Yes, it happened yesterday. So yeah, I am. I am a bachelor. I am single, buddy. That's me. What up? Don Swergo. What up, Don? He's over there on YouTube. He says, "Is this just real life? Is this just fantasy?" It's real life for me, brother. Sam L says, "Not the kind of rack I would expect from an OnlyFans account." Not bad. It's not bad. Dave B, Hall of Fame. Not quite. I wish. I wish. Kenneth says, "Tim had a Mr. Hobby paint rack?" Yeah, dude. I've had one since my local hobby store closed down, I think a couple years ago, I want to say. And they sold it to me for $20. Yeah, $20. I was ready to pay $100 for it. I fully expected to pay about $100. But when I came in and I asked the manager, Jesse, I was just like, "How much you want for this?" And he's just like, He says, "Can you do 20?" Like, I would say no, right? And I stone faced, right? I'm like, yeah, I think I can do that. Inside, I'm screaming like a girl. I'm like, right? And it's just like, oh, had to be stone faced. But yeah. Brandon says, "What I miss about financial advisor? I feel like I'm a week behind everyone else." Dude, you're not. I feel like I'm constantly a week behind everybody else. I'm so damn tired all the time. But no, we were just talking about getting the hell out of here and tapping into one of my retirement assets and stuff like that. A small one that's kind of poo-poo, but it is what it is. Let's see. Mr. Greg Blair. What up, Greg? He says, "That Sazabi print by the stairs is awesome." Yes, that is actually... that's actually by my good friend. His name is Mike Boggle. Go check him out. Boggle Builds, Bogle. He is also a very, very renowned tattoo artist down in New Orleans. The guy is just absolutely amazing. He is an amazing, amazing artist. Those two prints, when we walked back in, the black and white prints, those were his too. Very, very, very talented. If I ever get inked again, it would be by him and him only, because he's an amazing, amazing artist. He just actually opened up his own shop down there. Yeah, so I would definitely check him out on Instagram. Boggle Builds, Bogle Builds. I believe that's his Instagram. Let me just double check here real quick. Hang tight. Because the guy, I mean, Mike deserves all the credit in the world for his talent and everything. He's just out of this world. Bogle Boggle Build Boggle underscore build. Yeah, Boggle underscore build. But then there's also M underscore Boggle. And I'll show you here. Hang on. I'll show you on the thingy here. We'll go camera 2. But he's, like I said, he's an amazing tattoo artist. This is, there we go. M underscore Boggle, right? Let's pull back just a hair. There we go. And this is Mike's Instagram account. And as you can see, he is absolutely amazing. Look at this. This is the artwork he drew up. Look at that. That's wild. Oh, the reveal. Look at that. That is kick-ass right there, right? And that's, that's what he does. Little Vegeta action going on a forearm or something. Come on, man. The dude, oh, there he is. There's Mike. And that's his studio. Hidden Dimension. Very, very cool. He's very big into figure collecting too. And he used to build Gunpla a lot, but he hasn't much recently. So yeah, go check him out. And if you're interested in his studio, it's Hidden Dimension. Whoop, go back. Hidden Dimension Studio right here. This is his studio Instagram, which is very cool as well. So very, 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 very talented artist. And if you want to get some sort of anime ink on you, he's the guy to see. Yeah. From what I understand, he's been published in magazines and stuff like that, and he gets invited to tattoo conventions and all this other stuff. It's just, yeah, evidently he's a big deal in the tattoo community. So I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, Gumpler Ronan, Mr. Z, what up, Z? He says, yo, did anyone else see that guy waving in the bathroom mirror? I think the house is haunted. Yeah. Kelvin Branham says, yeah, that one. Oh, okay, I see now. Yeah. So, yeah, Kelvin, it's a little rinky-dink retirement asset, which I'm not afraid to tap into at this point. It's definitely not the 401k quality, but it's still money, right? Greg Blair says, only you saw someone waving, Z. I only saw a glowing orb in that mirror. Whoa, hey now. Colin, Mr. Hi Craig is with us. What up, Colin? He says, what's up, fam? What up? Let's see. Don says, chest mounts are available for GoPros, so maybe for mobiles too. By the way, awesome man cave. Yeah, it's not too bad, right? I'm gonna miss this, honestly. Gonna miss this. Brandon says, I know everyone is against PMI, but my wife and I put 5% down, and our PMI is only $50 a month. Much rather keep the money in the account and pay $50 a month and spend it all. Yeah. I mean, that's one way to do it. PMIs are variable though. So I mean, if you guys had good credit, then your PMI will definitely be less. But I'd rather not even dick around with it, to be honest with you. I'd rather just put the 20% down and be good to go. And then when I finally do go to sell the new place, then I can just pocket more money on the back end. Just saying. Thomas Staten, single life equals freedom. God bless freedom. Yo, oh my God. That video blew the fuck up on Facebook. I'm amazed by this. So let's do another. let's do another quick field trip here, because I want to show you guys this, because I was shocked when I saw the insights on that video, the Gunpla Sheep video that I posted a while back. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so view post. Okay, so this one here that I'll hit camera 2 with. This one, right? Watch. God bless freedom! I love it. But look at this. So 4.2 million views. Look at this shit. 29,000 reactions, 1,000 shares. What? And you look at insights. Look at this. 4.271 million views. Like, what the hell happened? Like, this thing just blew up. And I didn't even really notice it until, like, a day or two ago. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So, yeah. What are you going to do, right? I wish I was monetized on Facebook. Shit. But I'm not. So, what are you going to do? But yeah, dude. 7,100 likes. 319 loves. 21,000 laughing. Whatever. 2,300. Almost 2,400 comments. What? Like, that's stupid. A stupid video. That, it just, it just was shocking, right? And almost a little sad too, by the way. Like, I don't, yeah. 22 salty folks. Yeah. At the upset emojis or reactions or whatever, yeah. Anyway, Kenneth says, worth it for 20. Yeah, the paint rack, definitely. Guy Daigogi's over there on Facebook. Don't forget, once you're good and settled, we got to have a shindig. Yeah, I'll bring that golden fried Mississippi Delta catfish and Memphis barbecue. Yo, I'm so down for that. Anyhow, later, and have a good time off work. Hey, Guy, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Let's see. Sam L. I did find out recently that we are moving to Arizona in September, which means I might be able to make it out to SCGMC. Sweet, dude. That's awesome. Good stuff. Moving sucks, though, especially cross country. Holy shit. Edwin RSA is with us. What's up, Edwin? He says hello. Manny's over there on YouTube as well, throwing up the frogs. Greg Blair gave him a follow. It's wild. Yeah, thank you. Space City Gunpla, what up? He says, what's cooking? Dude, nothing much. We went on a room tour earlier, which was kind of cool. And yeah, so rewind it and check that out, because that was cool technology that we just tapped into. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to use in the future. I kid you not. Let's see. Greg Blair says, Tim, I sent you something through Facebook Messenger. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got here, Greg. You motherfucker. Oh, I was not ready. I was not ready for that, Greg. All right, so we can't leave everyone hanging, with that, because it is fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll do a camera. Oh shit. Oh my god. So this is what Greg sent me. The only bad thing is, Greg, is you misspelled your. It's pretty good, though. I kid you not, it's still pretty good. Oh shit. I am totally gonna regret that face, aren't I? It is what it is, I guess, right? But that's funny as shit, Greg. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I was not prepared for that, and that was good. Golf clap. Golf clap. Oh my. Oh my. Let's see. Kevin Branham says 20% for the future home that works. Yeah, 20% down is pretty good money, you know? Pab says, money, money, money. It's not funny. in a rich man's world. Ba-dum-bum. Manny says that could have been TikTok money. Oh, from the fucking video, right? Let's see. Greg Blair and 22 spur pusses, right? Sour pusses. Jesus, your spelling tonight sucks, Greg. Jesus. Oh man. Gumpy Uruguay, Mr. Javier says hashtag hose mad. There you go. Kevin Branham says, Pabs, you and I are rich men in many ways. Definitely. Space City says, that's social media for you, right? Let's see. Greg says, yeah, no, I didn't spell check. Got you. Javier says, perfect frame, haha. Kenneth, the new meme is born. Yeah, Greg Blair, I'm half asleep. Oh, dude. Killing me. Still funny, though. Still fucking funny. Not gonna lie. Oh, shit, you guys. Whoo! That was good. I needed that. I needed that. Alright. So, where are we on the GM Quel? Not nearly as far as I'd like to be at this point. Let's put it that way. Mosquito Con is coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I'd like to have this done by then. So I'm gonna have to hurry up a bit and kick this thing into high gear. But with everything going on, it's tough, right? It's like I was on George, Mr. Old School Gunpla's live stream this morning, right? And I told him it's like I have 4 jobs right now, you know? It's like it's like what, I got my full-time job, right? I am basically now a general contractor for my own home, full-time dad, and modeling person, for lack of a better term. I don't know. I don't want to say personality. That sounds shallow and stupid. But anyway, it's like I got 4 fucking jobs right now, and I'm only getting paid for 1.5. Anyway, so yeah, it is what it is at this point. So what are you gonna do, right? So we're gonna have to kick this thing into high gear. We still have some masking to do. Just this little bit, just these little pieces here. But these are the more complex pieces, though, so they might, you know, take a little bit longer than normal pieces. But the encouraging part is that this is the done bin. There's a lot of pieces in here that are done, right? So we'll kick this thing in the ass. I'll try to work on it, you know, pretty hard this weekend, and try to get this thing masked and done. Hopefully by sometime next week. I think we can do it. I think I can do it. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it is what it is. So, let's see. Rafael Torres is with us. What's going on, Rafael? He says, hey-o, how's everyone doing? Man, we're doing good, dude. Divorce is finalized. Free man. I'm happy. Pab says, I'm gonna guess you're masking? You're right. Thank you, Pabs. Appreciate you. Space City says the Quel's from P Bandai. Yes, it's the what's that? What's it called? It's from the which one is that? It's the Hazel. It's the Hazel with the tri boosters. I think it's the Hazel Reserve or something like that. But yeah, so you can build the Hazel, the one with the Quel body but the Hazel head. I think that's the Reserve or something. I forget. Reserve unit. Michael Dawson, thank you, buddy. You can build that. You can build a regular Hazel, or you could build the GM Quel. I went with the GM Quel just because nobody was doing it. So I figured, why not, right? I like GMs. Go for it. And I think it paid off. Greg Blair says, you're welcome, bud. Thank you, bro. Brandon, night, everyone. Night, Brandon. Take care, buddy. Let's see. Miguel Crespo's with us. What's going on, Miguel? Michael Dawson says, what did I miss? Man, Mike, you missed a lot, dude. That'll teach you for coming in late. Divorce is finalized. That's done and over with. Very happy about that. But we also took a trip around the studio earlier, and even outside of the studio. Into outer space. Out of this space. So rewind that, because that's actually very interesting. The technology that I found is very, very good and solid. The only downside is that it didn't, the audio didn't come through on the phone. That was the only bad thing. So we had to use the mic here, and when I'm out there, you can't hear me in here. Downside. We'll work through these bugs. But that was really cool. That was really, really cool. So rewind that, because that's very interesting. I was very impressed with the technology. It was very, very solid, very smooth too, which I was very impressed with. So definitely, for those of you just joining in, rewind it after the fact and take a look at that, because that's really cool. We're going to utilize that a lot in the future, I think. So we now have a very, very reliable camera 3. Good stuff. Space City, early type or something like that. Yeah, it's the reserve unit. Yeah. Thomas Staten, Advance of Zeta. Yes. Space City. Sorry about your divorce, man. I'm not. I'm not. Only the inner circle knows the details and everything. But trust me, I'm not sorry at all. Not even a bit. So, I'm actually very happy with it right now. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get to work. Let's go camera 2, and let's get to some masking. I want to start with a tape peel. Right there. We're going to peel this thing right now. Okay? Now, I started to peel this. I did a video with Bluefin on Monday for the Crunchyroll Expo that's coming up very soon. So that Gunpla video is going to be a part of that. I don't know when it's going to be, so just FYI. But I showed masking, and we pulled off some of this tape, and I wanted to save the rest of it for you guys. Yeah. So this I think is going to be really, really, really cool. So let's get to peeling the rest of this stuff off, yeah? Because I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's get cracking here. We're just basically just peeling tape like like we're opening a Christmas present here, because honestly, I feel kind of like it is, because I want to see what this thing looks like right now, So let's see. All right. Get this bottom tape off of here. So there's not a ton going on down at the bottom here. Okay, but we still have to be a little careful with it. Okay. So there's one armor block completely peeled. That looks pretty good. And remember, this whole section in here is going to be covered by the sub shield insert. So the lack of masking in there doesn't really matter all that much, right? So it should be fine there. All right, let's get these pieces off here. And looking good, looking good. It's always fun to start with a good tape peel, because this is you know, this is kind of this part right here makes the tedious job of masking completely worth it, you know. And let's focus this thing just a little bit better for you guys here. Right about there. All right. I set the camera here to manual focus, so we wouldn't have those, you know, focusing delays and stuff like that. Because I figure if I'm just working here or right there at the desk, that's not too bad. But I usually am holding the piece right about there, maybe a couple inches off the desktop. So having it at manual focus right in this area, I thought was the better, the lesser of two evils. Let's put it that way. Ooh, that looks nice and clean. Those little circular details right there. I was very apprehensive about those because I didn't know how they would come out, but it looks like they're they masked really well. Very happy about that. Yeah. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. All right, let's get these big pieces off of here. And come on. Little pieces of tape stuck to me. Okay. Now I'm purposely not turning this thing around because I want the reveal to be interesting, I guess. I don't know. Cuz I want to be, you know, shocked by the reveal too, you know? Ooh, but man, that looks really nice. So this section in here looks really, really clean. All of these other armor bits down here look really nice. All right. Ooh, yeah. There you go, Kenneth. The owl face, right? All right. Let's continue peeling all these little bits off of here because of the micro panels. Okay. Ooh, that looks really good. That looks really good. I'm very, very happy with all of this so far. Very, very good. Man. There we are. Yeah. Look at that. That's really nice. All right, so let's get the shield insert pulled out here just to kind of... I'm not going to put this thing together. I'm just going to place it kind of in place there. But, oh, look at that, you guys. Look at how nice that looks. Yeah. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Fuck you guys and your damn owl. Bullshit. I don't care. I think it's awesome. Alright, I just turned autofocus back on because I'm tired of dicking around with it. So, it is what it is, I guess, right? But yeah, very, very happy with that. That looks really good. Now, is autofocus going to even work? Now that I turned it back on, let's see. Let's see. Boop. There we go. Had to click one other button there, but we're good. We're in good shape. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think that looks really good. I think that looks really, 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 really good. I'm very happy with that. The micro panels came out really nice. The darker little micro panels here and on the sub shield and everything, or the sub insert here. And then the light parts came out real nice. That's exactly what I was looking for. That is just, yeah. Zero Cal, what up, dude? All the way from Dubai. He says, yo, nice to see you again, Tim. The decals you gave are awesome. Oh, I'm glad you like them. Am I gonna see them on your entry, Cal? Am I? I hope so. Hopefully we can get them. Hopefully we can get more over there to you. I'll have to talk to Case and those guys and see if we can't get you guys some more. Like the full line and stuff like that. So we'll see. Fingers crossed, dude. Fingers crossed. And if you go in there, talk to Case and tell him, hey, these decals were great. Can you hit Tim up and get some more in here? You never know. But thank you, Cal. I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you. Space City says crispy, right? It is crispy. I'm very happy with this. Little schmutz there, little dust. But yeah, it came out really, really nice. I'm very happy with this. Once this is panel lined and everything, this is gonna look great. And then once we get some decals on this thing, yeah, that's the decals are really gonna be what makes this pop. Hands down. So very, 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 very happy with this masking job on this shield. Sam L says, looks like one of the things from Easter Island or whatever it's called. Yeah, right. Kevin Branham, now add battle damage to that fine paint job. No, dude. No. It's just going to get dirty, not damaged. Space City says, inspiring to try clean builds. Dude, yeah, go for it, man. Clean builds are fun. They're tough because you can't hide anything, but they're fun. Michael Dawson says, the Bandai Open, how long will everyone have to get their projects done? Oh, man. David Clark just got dates for that. It's the end of August, beginning of September, Michael. I think the absolute drop dead deadline, I think, is September 6th, but do not quote me on that. Do not quote me on that. That's what I think. I think that it's September 6th, but I could be wrong. But I know for a fact it's the end of August, beginning of September time frame. So you have that long. So get to working. So yeah. Anywho, I'm very happy with this. This is very, very good. This thing is done and clean. No more to do on the shield. We'll put the sub shield in there. This looks good back here, right? And then this thing goes on. I still need to paint this and mask it and everything, but that'll go on there. That'll look really, really good. And then, white decals here and there. to kind of spruce everything up, give it a nice some pops of contrast and color and stuff like that. But overall, man, this thing is done and very, very nice. Very happy with how this turned out. So, done bin. Done bin. All right. Now, let's see. One of the things I was masking and working on the other day was the front of the shoulder, masking this little circular detail right there, which has been a bit harder than what is normal. Mainly because of the size of that particular circle and the tolerance, the tightness that it needs to be, right? So let's kind of show you what I mean here. Let me find all of the shoulder, the rest of the shoulder pieces here, and let's get these on the masking plate and bring that down here. All right, so here are the rest of the three shoulder pieces, right? So we're gonna mask these off. We're gonna use 6mm for the circle cutout, right? Couple Uruguay says, did Bluefin give more info about the Bandai Open? I'm trying to remember the video that we taped on Monday. And it was just over StreamYard, so it wasn't like a big budget thing or anything, but it was still really good. I know David gave the dates, the specific dates for it, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. I'm so sorry, guys. But I know for a fact it's the end of August, beginning of September is your time frame for submission. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. If you shoot for September 1 to be done completely, you should be fine. So there you go. Anywho, all right. So to do this, right, we're gonna use the circle cutter here, the Platts circle cutter, and this is a lot of trial and error, unfortunately. So I had it dialed in the other day, but this thing is a little temperamental at smaller circles and stuff, so this very well could not, could be a completely different size, but we'll see, right? We'll see. A little bit, no, okay. So there's our circle cut out there. Let's see if this fits on one of these pieces here. Now, ideally, I want this to be rather tight, but still fit around the circular detail here, and that's what it looks like. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so that's, in my opinion, that's perfect. Because what we can do now is take our tweezers, right? One of the points on the tweezers, and kind of go right around the outside of this and just kind of push that masking tape down into the crevice, and really get that masking tape super tight up against the piece. And it does take a little finesse to do, because you want to get that masking tape down in there nice and tight, but at the same time you don't want to scratch the paint, right? But sometimes you're gonna kind of have to a little bit, just to get that masking tape down there. which, you know, it's not a big deal because you're going to be, you know, painting over it anyway. So a little scratch here and there on this part right here that you are going to be repainting a different color, not the end of the world in my opinion. I'd rather have a very, very sharp masking job at that point than absolutely 100% pristine, perfect paint on the sides of the piece that you're never gonna be able to see anyway, right? So, so there's that. That's pushed down in there very, very nicely. Now all we have to do is just kind of tape off the rest of it, which we'll do. We'll do in a little bit, but let's do another round of the circle, and let's see if we can't duplicate this again. Now, after I do the circle cutting, I like to take the little circle piece out just to be on the safe side, because sometimes, depending on your pressure that you apply to the circle cutter going around, it may not always cut all the way through the masking tape, which I've done quite a lot. And once that happens, if you try to pull it up, and that little circle, that little, you know, donut hole basically is still stuck in there, you might as well just toss that piece of tape, honestly, because trying to put that back down into place and trying to recut that, it just never works out. So, you know, waste a little tape, have a better mask at that point. It's just going to be better off in the long run for you. That's my personal opinion, anyways. All right, so let's run another one of these here, and let's see. Yeah, all right. So it looks like we're able to repeat this at a pretty consistent pace. So that's good. We only need one more anyways out of this. So that's really good. All right. I'm going to pull out the sharp tweezers here and use these here real quick, just so I can get a little bit more tolerance in there. Since these are smaller, they can get into those nooks and crannies a little bit better than the other ones, the Ectool ones. Okay. Yeah, that looks really good. We basically just work our way right around this until this tape is completely pushed down into that crevice between the shoulder part and the circular detail here. You just want to push that tape right up against the wall of this detail part, and that's really going to be a nice, very, very tight and crisp masking job and paint job once you're done with it. There we go. That, my friends, looks really quite nice. Very, very good. All right, so I'm going to save the last one here for later. Let's get to masking this whole thing off and kind of show you how we do the wrap, if you will, right? Because it's basically like wrapping a Christmas present at this point, yeah? Ross Gagney, what up, Ross? He says, masking, one of the most important skills to a good paint job and also the biggest pain in the ass. You're not lying, dude. Fucking sucks. Masking, I hate masking. I absolutely hate masking. It's like the bane of my existence in this hobby. It blows. But anyway. All right, so a nice big 18 millimeter piece of tape here. We're just gonna wrap this all around the parts here, and just basically wrap this like a Christmas present almost, you know, making sure all of the armor on the outside, and then even these inside edges here, I want to mask off and make sure that that's protected as well, right? Because I don't want to risk those parts being exposed, and a weird different paint color from what they should be. Yeah. So we are going to just do our best here to mask all of this off, and then this last part here, we're just going to wrap that with a piece of 6 millimeter right across the top here and down the side, and push that all in, and again just wrap that right around the edges, and there we go. That piece is all masked off, ready to paint that one little circular detail, right? Just that one. But it's so worth it in the long run. It's so very, very worth it. So this whole back section, doesn't matter, this whole internal section, because you're never going to see that, because again, that's going to be hidden by the shoulder unit. It's going to be hidden when it's put together with the rest of the shoulder. The internal shoulder hinge, the pivot point where the arm is connected, it's going to hide all this stuff. So the inside of the shoulder, in this case, doesn't matter because all of this is going to be hidden. Overly exposed inner shoulders, like the Sazabi and the Freedom and stuff like that, where you can actually see up under the shoulder armor, paint that stuff. For something like this small shoulder section, it's not worth it at that point. So it is what it is. So there we go. That's just a quick wrap job on that. Easy peasy. Michael Dawson, he's got a question for us. We have a question. He says, what color should I start layering with, doing 2 or 3 colors on Splinter Camo? Mike, I would probably... If it was me, I'd start dark and work my way up to light. Because you can I have no problem painting dark to light. It's just not a big deal to me. Some people, are like, no, you can't do that. You have to start light and work your way to dark. I've never been in that. I've never been in that camp. I've never had a problem going dark to light. Never. Yeah, speaking of amateur hour, look at this job. Look at this jobber. Mr. Zaku Aurelius. Light to dark. What is this, amateur hour? No, dude. I have no problem with going dark to light. Like, I will paint the darkest dark gray ever. Not black, but the darkest dark gray that you've ever seen, and then paint white right over top of it and be perfectly fine. I don't know what the big deal is. Just saying. He says, not just for paint vibrancy, finished results looks nicer. Zach, I disagree, dude. Like, the hummingbird, the white details on it and everything, those were all painted after the darker base colors and stuff. Those whites were bright. bright. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with going dark to light. Of course, now mind you, I do use lacquer based paints. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, with acrylics and stuff like that. That could have something to play in with it. I don't know. I'm just saying, it just for me, dark to light. Oh, Zach says no, I mean just for camo. It looks weird opposite. Oh, I got you. I don't know, because you want the darks to be kind of, I guess, minimal, right? You wouldn't want the lights to be the dominant. I don't know. To each their own, I guess, right? Yeah. Now, mind you, Michael, I've never done a camo of any sort before, so take that with a grain of salt. I know Zach, you've done camo, right? I think so, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure you have. So yeah, take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. So, but anywho, all right. So, with that being said, let us continue on. Sally forth. Yes. Yes. All right. So one of the things that one of the things I did for the Crunchyroll video was to start masking one of the legs here, right? So I started masking this the knee additions that we did. So we're gonna continue on masking this job, and we got what, maybe about a half hour. So yeah, so half hour well spent. Zach says paint dark last, then when you would peel it all up, the dark will appear to be at the back of the color. Yes, making the light color looking most dominant, just like in real life, dark shadows, highlights in front. That's fair, I guess. Yeah. Again, never done a camo job, so take that with a grain of salt. So, me personally, I would divert to Zach in that department, because again, never did a camo. So. But otherwise, I don't see a problem painting light over dark. Because like for this piece, you got the dark green here. This is going to be a lighter gray. So yeah, not a big stickler for that rule. Anywho. All right, let's continue on with this, and let's get some tape cut. Actually, I have a piece cut already here from the other day, but yeah, like I said, I demoed this on that Crunchyroll video with Bluefin the other day, and had some company with me. Now I won't spoil that for you guys, but some other accomplished modelers from the US, and very happy to see those folks on there. And let's get this taped up and around here to protect these bits. Get that all wrapped there. That nice and tight up against the armor piece. There we go. Nice. All right. So now that last piece of tape is done, put on there, this middle section, this knee addition, is done. Done. Put these little shoulder pieces off to the side so those don't get damaged there. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to tape off this little block there. So again, we're going to cut about a 3mm piece here, We're going to go 2 pieces on there. And that hopefully should run the length of this block. We'll see. Because this could be longer than perceived. Alright, so I'm going to pop that about 1.5 millimeters above there. Actually, I'm going to run that over just a little bit more. Just so it can overlap the tape that's already there, so I don't have to lay down another piece to protect that exposed area. Ooh, look at that. That is just enough. Just enough. Cool. Very, very good. Push that tape right into that panel line. Right in there. Very good. Very good. There's that. All right, so let's get this next piece of tape down here. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Just push that right into the piece and get that laid down in there nice and tight. Very good. Bada boom, bada bing. Dunzo. Yeah. Michael Dawson says, Pabs, I submitted my whip. There we go. All right, so now we're going to attack the top and bottom. Let's go to the 10 mil side here. We're going to cut a couple 3 millimeter, 4 millimeter, doesn't matter, whatever. We'll go 4. Roundabout. For the top and bottom of this thing. And let's get this right in there. Oop, focus. There we go. Yeah, I turned the autofocus back on because I was getting tired of the manual thing not being properly in focus. So I'd rather at this point deal with the lack of intelligent focusing than the complete lack of focusing altogether. So it's it is what it is. It's a damned if you do and you're damned if you don't situation. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right. Get that. That is a tricky bit there. Trying to push this tape into here with the tweezers, but the angle is freaking tough. Because it's the other end, the top end here is super close to the rest of the armor, and I really don't want to risk it. So we're gonna go with the hobby knife here to push that tape into the panel line there. I don't usually like to use the hobby knife, but you got to do what you got to do, right? So there we go. All right, so there's the block, that knee block there, all taped off. Now we're going to start to tape off the side little armored up pieces here, these little add-ons that we did. So for this, we can go for the most part, we can use right off the right off the tape dispenser, but except for this inside corner here, this edge here, and this edge here, and we're gonna start with those. We're gonna use 10 mil. We're gonna go about 4 millimeters a piece. So we need 4 of those, 2 for both sides of the part. Okay. And we're going to layer these up right into that corner and to form that angle. There we are. Okay. Just like that. There's the first piece. And then we're going to spin this around. We're going to put this other piece of tape right into that corner, right up against that add-on part that we made. Just like that. Push that tape right in there. All right, so that's about the only bits that we're going to need for this little insert piece. Let's get the other side taped up in the same fashion here, because we'll do this all in one fell swoop here. Okay. All right. Push that into the panel line there. Looking pretty good. All right, so now we can go right off the tape dispenser here and start taping it that way. And this is obviously the easier way to do masking, is right off the dispenser. It just is. So you can peel the tape off and just go to work, rather than having to worry about cutting and measuring and all that jazz. So by doing it this way, we save ourselves a lot of headache, and it speeds up the process tremendously. The only downside is that, you know, it is a bit heavy-handed. It's a bit clumsier than cutting, you know, precisely or approximately sized pieces of tape. It's a trade-off. It's all a trade-off. But you can see how fast it is to tape in this fashion than it is to cut custom pieces. I mean, we just got both of these pieces here taped up in practically no time. Granted, these were all like, you know, just straight pieces and everything like that, but still, you know, you kind of, hopefully you can understand what I'm kind of getting at here. Okay, now we're just going to cover up these last little bits that are exposed on the side here. All right, and there's that side all complete. We gotta cover up down here and everything, but we'll work our way down here in a little bit. What time's it getting to be? 12. All right, we still have about 15 minutes left to go in this one. Easy 8, boy. He's with us over there on YouTube. What up, Easy 8? He says late for the party. Dang it. That's okay. And then Sarge is with us. Sarge. He says, oh darn, I missed the show. For some reason I thought this was Tim's week off. No. Okay, so Sarge, I apologize for that. That's my fault. Because Monday, I slept through my time. I was so tired. And I passed out. I was telling everybody a little bit earlier. I passed out at about 8:30 that night, and woke up at about 1:30 in the morning, and was just like, ah, shit. So, yeah, it is what it is. Sam L. Well, dogs are summoning me to bed, so I'm off. Sam, take care, buddy. Tetsugen, Mr. George. What up, George? So, but for those joining late. The big news for the night is that my divorce is final. I took care of that yesterday. All done. So we're good to go with that. So that big step, that big milestone, done. Yeah. And then we also tried out some new technology earlier tonight. We actually now have a very reliable camera 3. So rewind that back, because we took a field trip around the studio and even outside of the studio a little bit, and that was kind of cool. Just being able to walk around and shoot on my phone and everything like that. So yeah, we have a reliable camera 3 now, which is very, very nice. Kelvin Branham, he's got a question for us.
We have a question.
He says, anime versus model proportions, such as the Gustav Karl, which would you go with on a custom build? Balance between a highlight, balance between or highlight the parts, scribing, etc. For me, Kelvin, I never really look at the anime in terms of proportions, because the anime has certain liberties that they can take, with animation and how things move and stuff like that. It's, they don't necessarily have to worry about those pesky things like physics and things like that. So I don't really look at the anime too much in terms of proportions or movement or any of that stuff. I usually look at the model itself and judge what that particular model needs, right? So, say for instance, you look at the Jesta, for instance. I think those proportions are very good. Meaning that I would hardly ever change any of the proportions on a Jesta, no matter what. But then you take, for instance, the GM Quel. I think the feet are way too big on it, at least for this model, right? Now I think I did a pretty good job with diminishing that in terms of aesthetics and stuff like that. But for the most part, I think the overall proportions for the feet are very, very large. The other good example is the Alex 2.0, right? It's a bit squatty, so I would probably extend the torso several millimeters. Maybe extend the arms several millimeters, things like that. Work on the legs to maybe slim those down to kind of, counterbalance the top squattiness of the torso and everything. So, there are different things that you can do, obviously, but when I build a model, I look at the model itself, not necessarily the anime, because, like I said, the anime, they take liberties on everything. So that's my 2 cents. So hopefully that helps. We'll see. Right? We'll see. All right. Back to this. All right. So we've gotten both top sides here done. These side bits are masked off, looking good. The center block here, the upper block there. So now we're just going to continue to work our way down. We need to mask this vent off, which is going to be a pain in the ass. There's no getting around that. It is going to be an absolute pain in the ass. But, it's easier than the alternative, honestly. So, yeah. Kelvin says, and that's what I mean, the Gustav Karl lower legs seem over big. Yeah, I mean, pare them down a little bit. If you find, and mind you, the Gustav Karl is a larger mobile suit, right? So, you could even potentially find, smaller master grade legs, to slap on that big boy, and kind of, rebalance things, if you will, help it slim down, Jenny Craig it a little bit. So options, right? So, but yeah, I mean, like you said, I'd look at the model itself and figure out what looks good, what looks bad, and then work from there. I wouldn't really, I like I said, I personally don't really care about the anime and what it looks like. I'll look at line art and stuff like that, but in terms of the anime itself, nah. Because they're gonna, like I said, animators are gonna take liberty with everything, right? You think about like an arm bending this way, right? For a normal human, an arm can bend up like this, and that's the limit of your range of motion. We have the luxury of having soft, tissue and skin and muscle and everything that can compress and move and everything like that, so we can achieve that range of motion, right? Where on a mobile suit, those are hard surfaces that are not going to flex and compress. So to reach that range of motion, there needs to be some sort of movement or a double joint in the elbow, something to be able to accommodate that range of motion, right? So again, the animation just is like, woo, right? Yeah, the animation's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I love the animation, but the animators take their liberties with physics and things like that. So I don't usually look at the animation all that much in terms of reference. So yeah. Thomas Staten says that's a thick boy. Yeah, Gustav Karl is a thick boy. Pab says a normal human, except me. Aw, Gimpy. I'm sorry. Thomas Staten says unless you're double jointed, right? Shit, if you're double jointed, then you can reach back behind your back. Shit. Anywho, I digress. Moving on. All right, so we're just going to start filling in these open areas and stuff like that, just to protect the paint and everything. Ooh, look at that. That corner there clipped the piece. So We're going to have to relocate this a little bit. Right to about there. Alright, there we go. Much better placement, actually. Very good. Bada boom, bada bing. Those are the things you have to take into consideration, right? Don't clip the piece. Okay. Okay, good there. All right, so just continue on down this this leg piece here, and just continue masking off the open areas and the places where we want to keep it green. Poor Pabs. Poor Pabby. It's okay, Pabs. We still love you. Even though you're a gimpy old man. Wah, wah. Gimpy old man on steroids and heavy drugs. If you haven't seen like High Pabs, then oh my god, you've missed so much. Pabs being high on painkillers and stuff is fucking funny. Tune in for Mechanism on Friday. See High Pabs. Getting better. Itching to build. Oh, I'm sure, dude. I'm sure, man. You'll get there. Don't worry about it. You'll get there. You will get there. Of that, I have no doubt. Okay. All right. So this is the one of the things that you need to keep in mind is these little bits right there. See that little exposed bit? Now that's easy to look over, right? Easy to look over. But if you look over that, you're gonna have a bright ass gray spot right in the middle of your part, and that is never good. That is never good. So keep an eye out for those stray spots there that you miss with the tape, because like I said, those will come back to bite you right in the ass. Trust me, I know. I know all too well. All right. Just do this. Just kind of wrap this over like that and just protect that back edge here. Because the main reason why I especially want to protect this back edge is because the corresponding piece, the piece that connects to it, there's a recessed line in that piece. So if we don't protect this edge, you're going to see that. So it'll just be ugly, if it's exposed and painted gray and everything. So that's why we protect it. All right. Wrap these around, wrap that around, and then boom, right, wrap that around, and that's protected as well. Just like that. Easy. All right. Whew. So, 12:15. Let's keep going, because I want to get this piece, the vent down there. I want to get that taped off and done and out of the way. I want to get that out of just get it done, right? I just want to get it done. Now, this piece is going to be a little bit tricky because the pieces of tape that we need to fit down there can only be as wide as the vent itself. But then the problem that we run into, since the inside of this cavity bevels out, the pieces of tape that are just wide enough for the vent are not going to be enough to cover up the corners and some of the sides and stuff, because that section expands, right? Franco, what up, Franco? He says he's got a question for us.
We have a question.
He says, Tim, do you use those Infini masking boards? I do not, actually. Pabs says, I'm not Lil Timmy, but I've been using Infini for years, and I absolutely adore them. Yeah, I mean, they seem pretty good. I personally don't have a need for them, because I've got, you know, the masking plate, I've got my circle cutter, I've got circle templates, I've got my, you know, little T-square, French curves, all that stuff. So I personally don't need them, but I know a lot of people use them and love them. So yeah, little Pabs, our little buddy, he likes them. Gimpy. Franco says, fucking love them. Yeah, hey, there you go. See? I personally, I don't see the need for them myself, meaning specifically for me. But for someone that doesn't have necessarily the same masking setup that I do, absolutely they would be incredibly useful for. So, yeah. Alright, let's get to measuring here, shall we? This is... It looks to be about 4.5 millimeters. So we're going to go 4.5 right there. And we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. About 4.5 right there. Let's measure the sides. Those should be pretty close, if not the same. Little over. Those are right at about 5. So not a perfect square, but pretty damn close to it. Okay. Alright, let's get the top and bottom placed here. And so what we have to do, focus. Alright, what we have to do is place this tape down in there and then wrap this over the side like that, right? But we're not done. We need to press the tape in there. Now, to do that, I am definitely going to have to use my hobby knife and just kind of press that right up against the wall of this cavity here, right? Just like that. But that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. So far so good. Now we're going to do the same thing at the bottom here. Place that right there. Wrap this over and around. And this side I can use this pair of tweezers here. Actually, I'm going to use the thinner ones just to really get down in there and get that tape right up against the wall of that opening. Alright, so as you can see, we've got the top and the bottom masked off there. So now we're going to hit the sides. Okay. Again, we're just using the tweezers right there to get really just down in there and get that masking tape stuck right up against that the wall of that that opening where that vent is. All right, and then we'll do the same thing to the other side, and then we'll start to take care of the stray areas that our masking tape wasn't able to mask off here. Okay, so there's the bulk of it, right? Now, as you can see, like right here in the corner, since the opening bevels out, that piece, those pieces of tape that we put down here, that expanded out as well. So we need to augment that corner, all four corners, with smaller pieces of tape that we can just wrap over over top of there. But it needs to be thin, right? It can't be too thick. So maybe about 1.5 millimeters, maybe 2 at most. But I'm gonna go 1.5 to begin with, and we're just gonna try one piece real quick just to see if that works. I think it will, but it's only one way to find out. And to do this, we're gonna get the piece of tape down into the tweezers a little bit lower so we can get a little bit more control over it. And that looks like a winner right there. Yeah. All right, let's get a hobby knife in here. Really punch that into the corner there. And I'm using just the back edge of the hobby knife just to push that tape in there. But you can see there how that little 1.5 millimeter piece of tape just covered up that corner really, really nicely there. And we're going to do that to all four corners, and then we'll tape the opening, the open bits around it here, just these little open areas and stuff like that. We'll tape up around that, and this should be perfect to paint at that point. That little vent there. Spider 2K2 James, he says, "Evening everyone. So much masking tape, but worth it in the end." Yeah. Yeah. That's just off the shield. that pile of masking tape. That is literally just off the shield. So, yeah, we go through some masking tape. There's no doubt about that. James says, "Wish I could stay, but heading back to base to clock out from work. Just finished my 7-day rotation and off for the next 7 days. Going to be decaling the ashtray since I finished it finally." Nice. Well, James, take care, buddy. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate you. Be safe out there, dude. All right, so 1.5 millimeters, definitely the way to go on these corners here. So let's get some more pieces cut. All right, now let me see something here. Yeah, that should be. We should be able to get away with 1.5 there at the bottom with the bottom corners as well. I was worried that the bottom of that opening flared out a bit, at the bottom, which would cause there to be more exposed corner area, but there's not. Or at least it doesn't look like it. There could be incremental, but not noticeable. Let's put it that way. All right, so we'll get a better grip on this thing down lower so we can really push that into the part here. Get that wrapped over and push that right down in there. Get our hobby knife involved here. Get that really, really, really pushed into the corner. That should be good. Now, I'm not overly concerned with any exposure down in the deepest depths of this piece, because when we go to panel line this, you know, there will be some panel lining fluid that gets in there, and it'll just basically paint it black. So I'm not really, all that worried about that. So, and you're never going to see it anyways because it's in the deep crevices of this piece. I'm more worried about the overall look of the vent itself. Get off the tweezers, you son of a bitch. One bad part about masking tape is that it likes to stick to the tweezers. Go figure. Alright, focus. Boom. Alright. Get this piece pressed in there. Nice and neat. Okay, one last piece here, and then we can tape up the outside perimeter of this thing. Really, really get this buttoned up. Then I've got to do this whole process one more time. Great. Looking forward to it. Okay. There's that. All right, so there's that piece. That vent is completely masked down to the bottom there. So now, again, we're just going to tape up around this and form like a perimeter all the way around. Just right on the outside of this thing. And basically what that'll help do is secure these smaller pieces of tape into place too. So they don't migrate on us. Okay. There's the top three pieces, and we'll run a longer piece of tape down here at the bottom. Now there is a slight indent right here at the bottom that we're going to have to deal with, but it's not a huge thing. We'll just wrap that around there, and then we'll come back with our tweezers and just kind of punch that tape into place there. Just make sure that lays down properly for us. Really just the whole perimeter we want to just run the tweezers right over top of this and just burnish that edge down nice and neat. All right, but there we go. There's the vent. completely taped off and masked. That's ready to paint, basically. We just need to protect these last few bits here, and we'll get that done here very, very quickly. Just with some 10 mil right off the dispenser here. Here's one. There's two. And there's a little bit of exposed piece right there, so we're just going to get a little bit of 10 mil wrapped up and around the sides there. Same thing on this other side. I just want to secure that off. Really, I don't want that to migrate on me and have that edge exposed to the gray paint that we'll use. So by securing that off there, we'll ensure that that paint doesn't go crazy. Alright, so that looks really, really good. All the sides look good there. Alright, that piece is completely masked. This, my friends, that's ready for the paint booth. 100%. Done. So there you go. It's not hard. Masking's not hard. It's just tedious. And it sucks. And it's a pain in the ass. And I hate it. But like we showed earlier with the shield, totally worth it. Unfortunately. Anyway. Alright, so with that being said, you guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. We're gonna be back here on Friday with another exciting show of Mechanism. So come on back for that and hang out with us, chill, talk shit, whatever. DMCs, all of the above. We'll just, it's just a fun night. Fun night. Hey, George. What's going on, buddy? Wow, you're late, aren't you? You gotta be up in 5.5 hours to do your live stream. Jeez, dude. Anyway. But that's gonna do, like I said, that's gonna do it for us tonight. We'll be back here on Friday for Mechanism. Aside from that, if you want to get froggy with me, go hit up www.shotofmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You will find the frog shirt and the rest of the Mecha Decal series insignia shirts on there. You'll also find Ace Pilot shirts and more other shirts and stuff like that. Hats, prints of my work, all sorts of other fun stuff on there. So go load up. And then if you're interested in any of the tools and materials that we use here on a nightly basis, hit the Amazon link below in the description. You will find all the fun stuff in there. I do get a bit of a commission based on the stuff that you buy, but it does not increase the cost for you. It only goes to help out the stream. Like I said, tools and materials, books for inspiration, gear for photography and streaming, and the new storage solutions part in there as well, the category. So that's a lot of good stuff in there. So go check that out. And then if you really want to show your support for what we do, go hit up the Chata Mecha Patreon. Good stuff in there happens all the time. Monthly giveaways, hangouts, exclusive posts, more images and stuff like that on there than what is normal on there. Previews of upcoming projects and stuff like that. So all sorts of fun stuff in there. So if you have the ability and if you have the inclination to do so, go sign up for it. It would mean a lot to me. It helps and shows the support. And then aside from that, if you're looking for kits, tools, paints, accessories, Mecha Decals, sheets 1, 2, and 3, those are up and shipping right now, soon to be sheet 4. Hit up our good friends right down here, USA Gundam Store. Adam and the folks down there will definitely have what you need. So, until next time, guys, I will be back here, like I said, on Friday for Mechanism. We'll come back Next week on Monday, hopefully, I'll have this all masked and painted by then, and then we'll get to panel lining, decaling, and then off to mucking this thing up and making it purty. We'll see. I can't guarantee anything, but we'll see. Anyway, aside from that, kids, have a wonderful Thursday, a wonderful weekend if I don't see you on Friday, and be safe out there, all right? But most importantly, build something cool, okay? Bye, guys.